intro, then pause.
What's the intro?
This the intro right here. Hey, YouTube.
Period.
You on Miss Lafo channel. And I got my best Judy right here with me, Elena. Would you say one of them?
Yes, because it would be perfect if all three of us was here
If
right now.
Felicia was here, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
See, that's why you can't rehearse, because that was...
That was authentic.
Yeah.
That was authentic.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a little history. This
Okay,
girl-
start it.
Okay. This girl right here, and my friend Felicia, she's out of town in Vegas with her husband.
Period.
We've been friends for over 30 years.
30 plus.
30 plus years. Over 30, yeah, 30 plus years.
That'll be 30 plus.
We started out, we met playing T-ball.
T-ball. And you start playing T-ball at 5.
Oh my God, we knew each other at 5.
5. You
You
started
the-
playing T-ball at 5.
You the accountant, do the math.
I'm just saying.
40. How old am I?
I'm
don't even know-
42, so...
I don't even know how old I am. Oh,
I'm 42.
I think I'm 42 too. I'm 42
Pull out my
too.
calculator.
You know what? I'm 42.
I'm 42.
Oh, we've
So
been knowing
minus
each
5,
other.
that's
We've been knowing each other.
38
for
years.
38.
37.
I've been knowing this hoe for 38 years.
That's a long time.
That's a whole long
A
time.
whole long
That's
time.
a lifetime.
I
Girl.
mean, a whole lifetime.
And one thing I can say, 2 things I can say. Her or our other friend Felicia, she's not here, but we've been knowing each other all the same amount of time and we still friends. Them hoes ain't changed up on me yet.
You know we ain't been changed up on
I
you.
know, y'all just crazy forever.
Period.
Yeah, I mean, they ain't gonna change up on me. Like, I mean, it just is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I want to do this video because this has been a great day for us.
It really has, Sean. I honestly can say
This
this
has
has
been
been
a
a
great
good
day.
day. Yeah.
This is a day it was set out. It wasn't even planned to be a girl's day.
No.
And
Because
that's
you told me we can do this in the morning. Only the morning is the only time I have available.
And the reason why I said the morning was the only time available for me because my husband worked 6 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to keep that time open when he come home on Saturday evening because I don't know what he want to do.
I ain't mad.
And because he don't ever want to do shit, this has become a whole day
A
of
whole
a
day.
bus trip.
A
He's
whole
still
day.
upstairs. He chilling. He sleep. You know.
And he deserved it.
And he do because he works a lot.
Yeah.
So this has become a whole day of chilling with my girl.
We started out, we went to the batting cage.
And gotta give you some history behind that. We have been playing softball together forever. So we haven't played in the past how many years? 2 years?
At least 2 since
2
before
years.
COVID.
Yeah. So we said we want to go to the batting cage and just see if we still got it. Just hit some balls and see if we still got it. And we still got it.
Period.
You know what?
Okay.
So our day started out going to the batting cage, hitting a few balls. or
And that was so
whatever.
much fun.
And it was out.
Oh.
Second
you
round.
lying.
That was not yours. This
Oh,
is
okay.
mine.
Okay. You're right. You're right.
Second round, we was done.
Oh God. Y'all, look, let me tell you something. If you take a break, ease back into it. Don't just jump in that shit.
Yeah. But how many
Because-
people playing softball? Women.
Mm-mm.
And that's another thing. It's hard getting women out to play, you know, competitive sports. I wish women would come out more and play like softball and different sports. Like our husbands played softball together.
Yeah.
And they've been playing softball together nonstop. But the women's league just be lacking because, you know, you got so many women, they just into their families, they into doing stuff at the house, and they into
Not necessarily into it, but obligated to it.
obligated to
Yeah.
it. That's the right word.
And then once you have a routine that you have to
Maintain.
then
it's hard to break it. Yeah,
it
that's
is,
true.
It is.
But do you think some of it is like a lot of women get into like, even women who ain't obligated to maintain their household? What the fuck you looking at?
No, I was listening to you. I'm sorry.
I'm like, you see a bud on me?
No. Damn, I must be drunk.
This is so authentic because this is what we do on a regular basis.
I was listening to you. Okay, I can't look. Okay, so go ahead.
That right there, that was so real.
No,
that is what we do on the. Okay, anyway.
Okay, I ain't looking.
So I just got. I didn't know if it was something on me.
No, I just. Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Okay, for real though. But anyway,
it's when I have noticed that at Diamond Lakes, it's easier for the men to go out there and play ball.
But why is it easier for the men to play ball than women? Because think about it, women our age ain't like we'd have little small children.
No, but not to take away from the men, because I just think it's, and I ain't gonna say it's our fault. I just think it's we
more committed to our household.
We take
and we sacrifice. And that's the truth. We sacrifice a lot for our homes, and we let a lot of stuff that we did before we got married and before we got families kind of like fall to the wayside. And that's kind of like what I want to kind of address. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we lose ourselves.
Oh, I don't know if that's a whole.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about it right now because that's a deep subject.
That's a deep subject because it really easy to lose yourself.
Mm-hmm. It really is. But anyway, we're gonna push through this. We ain't gonna even talk about that part of
but
it.
But we talking about the what clicked to us today was the girl let it go.
The girl let it go.
Because we talked about things today that it's like, okay, I felt you needing to release that.
I did. And a lot of stuff that we talked about today, I wouldn't be able to talk about it with anybody else. As far as like, I could talk about it with my best Judies, but I can't talk about it with my family. I can't talk about it with my kids. I can't talk about it with my spouse. A lot of stuff that we talked about today, it was meant for just me and my best buddies to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
And you gotta let that shit go.
And you gotta let it go. Girl, let it go.
Yeah, girl,
let it go.
Let it go.
And
because
when we say
let that shit go.
Yeah, and when we say let it go, sometimes it's not about just letting it go, like letting the feelings go, but let it go, like let it come out. The person who you trust, the person who you wanna, you feel comfortable with your innermost secrets, letting it go to them. Because sometimes when you verbalize things and get it out in the atmosphere, it just releases you. It lets a weight off on you. And it ain't gotta be nothing serious. It can be something just as simple. It could be anything, just your day-to-day life. Girl, let it go.
And the thing is, when you let it go, you realize you ain't the only one going through that. When I say stuff, it's like, Sean, you was going through that too.
Girl, how many times we had conversations where you will say something and I felt the exact same way
you
felt?
Way. And it's almost like, why was I holding this in so long if I ain't the only one going through this? We ain't the only one. You're not the only one going through this when you're going through it. You just got to be willing to go through it with somebody. You got to find somebody that you trust to go through it with.
And you got to be willing to be vulnerable.
Vulnerable is an important word.
Yeah, you got to be willing to be vulnerable, because I know people who can't trust anybody. They can't trust not one person on this earth to tell their innermost secrets to. And sometimes, if you've been hurt before or people have betrayed you, it's hard to tell your innermost secrets to people. But I can say this, and I'm not going to put anybody on blast or anything, but I'm going to say this. I've had somebody tell me they don't trust anybody, not one person on this earth. And the first thing that comes to my mind is, are you trustworthy? If you can't trust not one person on this earth, you need to soul search yourself and see, are you a trustworthy person? Because sometimes we have so much dirt that we have done in life till you feel like everybody else is willing and able to do that same dirt to you.
Why can't you trust somebody?
Why can't you trust somebody? Because you know how you undid people?
Okay, so let me be the devil's advocate.
Okay.
It's not that you can't trust somebody. It's just that when you put your trust, like all your trust in somebody, and realize what someone can do.
Or that they betrayed you, or what they can do.
Or realize that everybody's not like you. And that people can do certain things.
It'll make you not trust anybody.
Yeah. It'll make you not willing to be vulnerable.
And I can see that. I really can see that because, you know, everything that I ever do in life, I kind of revert back to my Christian background. And I know that technically you don't need nobody on this earth but God. But in the same instance, sometimes you gotta have somebody you can release certain things to, or you gotta have somebody you can actually talk to, even if you don't fully trust them.
But see, the question becomes,
that's a touchy subject.
It is, because the question becomes, who is God to you? And that's a whole nother. Oh yeah, get it out, Sean, get it out. But the question becomes, who is God to you? And what is God to you? And what does God represent to you in your life? Like, because you see all these people on social media talking about, you know, God, and, you know, people who, you know, church people, and, you know, where do you fall?
Me personally, I feel like God and your relationship is whoever he is to you personally. Like whoever.
But that's what I mean.
In your particular relationship or your walk with God. Like my walk with God is different from yours.
So that's what I mean by it. You have to realize in any relationship, in any love relationship, you have to determine who God is to you.
And what's that relationship?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can live that way
with people from the outside.
Yeah.
So like, I guess what you saying, like basically like the relationship I have with God should be a reflection with the relationship I have with my friends, my family, my spouse, and I really believe that. But what about those people who can't have a relationship deeply with anybody? Do that mean they have a disconnect with God? You think? Because I actually know people.
Who is their God?
And see, that's the thing. I actually know people that, close people that don't trust anybody.
But why?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I go back to my original statement. If you can't trust not one person in your life, are you a trustworthy person? Because you have to have some reason why you can't trust people in your life. Have so much stuff happen to you in your life to where you can't trust people, or have you done so much stuff in people's life where you're not a trustworthy person?
Where you're not trustworthy.
You see what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like whatever you want in a person or friend, you gotta be that.
Yeah.
Like, if I want you to be a very trustworthy person that I can count on and be I could depend on you, Lena. Me and you been knowing each other over 30 years. If I can do that in you, I gotta be that person.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I can't be the type person that's not trustworthy, that ain't loyal, that'll just do anything behind your back. You know what I'm saying? I can't be that person and expect you to be
the same
loyal to me.
Yeah.
So I guess I say, be who you want to be. I mean, be who you expect out of other
Your
people.
friend to be.
Yeah, if you got a friend, you want your friends to be loyal. You want your friends to be there for you. You want your friends to be trustworthy. You got to be that person.
But that goes back to when we was talking about the whole topic we wanted to be, let it go, girl.
Let it go, girl.
Because you were trying to express something to me. And when I started speaking, I realized that you just needed to hear me.
Mm-hmm.
So in that moment, I needed to listen.
Mm-hmm. Because I just had a lot of stuff though.
You just needed
Yes,
to let
girl.
it go,
Girl.
girl. You just needed to let it go, girl. So at that moment, I just needed to listen.
Mm-hmm.
And in another moment, when I need to let it go,
I need to listen.
You'll be available, and I don't question that you'll be available for me when I need to. Bitch, I need to let it go.
Yes, ma'am. Let it go, girl. So I guess this video is just to let y'all know. Find your best Judy.
And let it go,
The
girl.
person you trust. And release the things that's going on in your life. And let it go, girl. Because it really ain't that serious.
But even if you think it's that serious, once you let it go,
It
you'll
feel
realize,
better.
you'll realize you're not the only
person
one.
going through it.
You're not the only one, and it's not the end of the world.
It's not. Because I promise you, I go through so much stuff. I feel like it's the end of the world. Don't nobody else go through the stuff I go through. I go through some of the stupidest stuff. Don't I, Lena? Lena.
You feel like you go through some of the stupidest stuff.
Just the stuff that I told you. Don't I go through the stupidest stuff? Tell the truth and shame the devil. I go through the stupidest stuff.
You go through some stuff.
Do I go through stuff many people go through? No.
You go through stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff.
But it ain't nothing too hard for God.
Ooh.
Everything that I ever been through, God done brought me through it. And that's the thing. That's the thing, girl.
Something?
This ain't supposed to be a praise report.
Oh,
but
babe.
I'm going to tell you this. I go through the most bizarre, stupidest, craziest stuff. And when I tell people, they be like, what? But guess what? God done brought me through it all. And it's always a testimony on the other end.
But here's a testimony. Even for people that think,
Girl.
even for people that think that, you know, when you listen to Christians, when we talk about the things that we go through, and we equate it, it's like God told me this and God said this, and you know, I heard God say, you know, it's not that, it's just the fact that we go through real stuff. And
He in the garage. They in the garage. In the middle of YouTube video. But this authentic. But go ahead.
it was not.
You lost your whole train of thought.
It was not meant for me to say that. That part.
That was funny. That was so funny. You know why that was funny?
Because
so authentic.
And because I can never go back to what I was about to say.
Because she don't know. She don't know what she was finna say.
What I was finna say. Ooh. It wasn't it, boy.
No, it was. But not for this moment.
Y'all wasn't meant to hear that right now.
Oh, that was so funny.
Yeah,
Girl.
he in that baby, because
He in the garage.
God is right on time. You hear me?
You know what? We can't make this up. We can't make this up.
On time.
Okay, so we're going to carry this along.
Period.
What else we going to talk about? The rest of our day.
I'm just absolutely grateful for today.
I really am. And in my mind, I always go back to this. All good things come from the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
All good things come from the Lord.
Yeah.
And I had a good day today.
Today was good.
I enjoyed you. We had a good time. We went and sat and had lunch.
But it
slash dinner.
Yeah. Today, I thought my day was planned out, that I was going to do this, then this, then this. And it didn't turn out like that. But then as the day went on, I was like, okay, well, I ain't going to be able to do this before the day was over. And I ain't going to be able to do this. Is anything going to cease when I don't get that done?
The world going to keep turning. Things going to keep going. I mean, whatever you don't get done, it's going to be just left to do at a later date. And that's what's the good thing about life. We learning that as adults. We're learning that, okay, you don't get them 10 loads of clothes done today. Guess what? They're going to be waiting on you tomorrow and Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. And even if you don't get them done then, it just is what it is.
Here's the thing. Even if you get them done today,
they're going to make more clothes.
Next week, you're going to have to wash some more.
From the story of women who wash clothes.
Period. Even if you get them, even if...
It's a never-ending job.
Even if we would have hung today. And
Girl.
I said, Sean, I can't hang because I got so much.
I got laundry to do. I got housework.
I got so much housework to do. It ain't going to change nothing.
I got a testimony. Honey,
let your testimony go back.
When I got up at 10:30 when we were supposed to meet at 10. That's neither here nor there.
Nor there. Nor there.
When I got up at 10:30 and I said, "Ooh, I gotta meet Lane at the batting cage. We're gonna go hit some balls." And girl, I heard that Roomba going downstairs.
When you do it,
I laid in the bed. I said, "Look at God. Look at God."
I gotta get me a Roomba.
I'm telling you, and I ain't getting sponsored from nobody. But honey,
you gonna get
if you,
that thing that moves.
If you don't go get you a Roomba,
don't call a name out.
Don't call Roomba. I can't say it.
Don't say it. If you don't go get that thing,
if you don't go get that thing that moves,
that vacuum your floor
when you sleep, boo boo. Lena,
I'm gonna get one.
I got it for Christmas.
Because here's the
real
thing.
Go to Walmart.
I was not supposed to be at Sean's house tonight, but I came.
They finna watch a movie, child. He just closed the garage. Okay.
But I came and she was like,
"Crack it, watch."
And you're right.
I know my son. This is what we do. Okay. I know him.
And I walked in. She was like, "Girl, let me check this. Let me check that." I said, "Sean, it looked like you the vacuum." So
and didn't.
So I don't. Whatever you talking about, it don't mean nothing because you done had time to vacuum.
You ain't got up and vacuum.
Yeah, you done had enough time to vacuum.
All lies. I didn't.
Girl, you need to get you that thing that move around. I ain't finna call that name.
I'm gonna tell you what. I forgot I said it to do it on Saturday mornings.
You forgot?
I forgot I said it. You can. It's an app. It's a whole app.
Oh, I need it.
It's an app. You can
in
set
my
it.
life.
You could set it for whatever day you wanted to do it.
When I walked in this house, it looked like she had been cleaning all day.
All lies. Didn't. I did not. I did not.
It looked like you had because that whole living room, dining room, living room.
It do carpet, hardwood floors. It do bathrooms. It do rugs. It does everything, and it has a computerized, generated thing that tells where the stuff is. So, like, let's say it start going in a circle. It knows to complete that circle and then go to something else to complete all of the floors. When I tell you I got up this morning, and I ain't just get this, I got this on Christmas, so I do it every Saturday. Every single Saturday it does it. But something about today, when I got up this morning and I came downstairs to fix my coffee and I seen them lines in my floor, it was like, it just generated my soul because that's one less thing I got to do, Lord. Jesus. I felt good about leaving at what, 12 o'clock.
We were supposed to meet at 10. Oh.
And you talking about do this for 10 minutes. We on 24, girl.
Oh, we need to pull it to the end. Then we need to go and narrow it down. And we ain't even got to the whole let
whole
it go,
thing.
girl.
But the point is, get you a. I don't want to say the name.
No,
Because I ain't getting no money on this sponsorship. But
that wasn't the point of it.
the point is, honey, it's a lifesaver. That's the best.
No, that wasn't what we.
That's the best gift my husband and bought me. When I got up, when I got up, and my whole floor was vacuum. I got my whole life. I got my whole life. And look, tonight I'm gonna put it upstairs. Please do the whole upstairs while I'm asleep. Please, Lord.
No, basically, our whole thing is let it go, girl.
Let it go. Let it go and let Roomba do it all.
Oh,
That was not the point, was
that
it?
ain't what it was.
Okay, let it go, girl. Sometimes you gotta take time to yourself. Lainey, you know what? Sometimes you gotta take time to yourself.
You do.
Even when your day is not playing the way you want it to go, sometimes
Right.
you just gotta do what it do. You
Right.
gotta just go with the flow.
Right.
And you'll have so much satisfaction in life. I cannot. Okay, let it go, girl.
Let it go, girl.
Let it go, girl.
Look, let me tell you something. Get with your best Judy
Your best, Judy.
and let that shit
And
go.
let it go.
Right?